Hey sports fans, I'm Zach Harshbarger, and you're watching HS Sports Instant Replay, presented by Office Depot. Last week, we looked at which Florida high school basketball teams had a great regular season and looked to go far in the playoffs. Most of our playoff predictions have panned out, including Daytona's own Mainland Buccaneers. It's been an amazing season for the Bucs. There's been stellar play from seniors Justin Sears, RJ Roden, and Johnny Brown. The Bucs have gone 27-1 this season and finished as a state top 10 team. Mainland swept their division playoffs and won their Class 7A regional quarterfinal against Lake Gibson 60-24. That kind of blowout score is rare at the regional level. We could tell you all about this game, but nah. Let's just show you the highlights in our Halifax Health Game of the Week. Take it away, Jeff Wendell.
Our Halifax Health Game of the Week is the Class 7A regional quarterfinal bout between two of the hottest boys basketball teams in Florida, the Mainland Buccaneers and the Lake Gibson Braves. Mainland was heavily favored to win this matchup, and the Bucs didn't disappoint. The Braves were held scoreless as Mainland put up 18 unanswered points at the beginning of play. 3 Buccaneers surged to double-digit point totals, and junior Jordan Sears led the charge with 20 points of his own. The Bucs forced 11 turnovers and held Lake Gibson to a single field goal for the opening half. Mainland led by 30 points at halftime and never looked back. With a final score of 60-24, the Buccaneers now head to the 7A semifinals, where they'll face off against the Auburndale Bloodhounds and a chance to advance to the state championship. Congrats to Mainland on their big blowout win.
Now, the boys' varsity basketball playoffs can be a little confusing since some of the best boys teams, including Montverde and IMG, don't play in the state high school playoffs. Because these teams are such powerhouses, they play a more national schedule, as part of a special circuit that caters to the best teams in the nation, kind of like a league of their own. This has some disadvantages since we don't get to see them in the playoffs, but it also has some nice advantages. These are some phenomenal teams that attract the best players from across the country and even around the world to play high school basketball in Florida. Like the guy who's expected to go first or second in the NBA draft this summer, RJ Barrett, a graduate of Montverde Academy. Don't tell anyone, but RJ's from Canada. Shh, our little secret. Now for the top teams that do play in our state playoffs. We're picking University High and Fort Lauderdale to make it to the state championship game. Also, keep an eye on Windermere and the Doral Academy to go far. Locally, the Flagler Palm Coast boys made it to the regional quarterfinals, but lost to Seminole High School 66-55. It was a close game, and we have all the highlights for you at the link below. Atlantic High School in Daytona Beach also advanced to regional quarterfinals, but lost to Auburndale 59-43. Meanwhile, the Calvary Christian boys from Ormond Beach beat Bayshore Christian 66-57 in their regional quarterfinals. The Lions finished the season 21-6 and have now advanced to the regional semifinals. Senior forward Devin Deversa has been a standout player for the Calvary Lions all season long. And guess what? He's our Halifax Health Athlete of the Week. Congratulations, Devin and the Calvary Lions. We sent HS Sports correspondent Amber Cunningham to Calvary Christian to meet Devin and learn all about his game. What do you got for us, Amber?
Hi, I'm Amber Cunningham for HS Sports, and today we're interviewing Devin Deversa. So how does it feel to be going to the regional semifinal game?
It feels real good. Losing second round of district playoffs last year, and I was making it to the Final Four, so it feels real good.
So what's your signature basketball move?
Probably in and out crossover and transition, knowing I could make a lot of transition plays, go into the basket.
Okay, so what was your favorite memory from this season?
The first game of the preseason game, going against a big school, FPC, I caught my first dunk in the first half.
Okay, so you're a senior. What are you going to miss most about playing for Calvary?
Playing with Coach Ray, all my teammates, knowing they always push me every day in practice, and Coach Ray always believing in me since day one, since I came back to Calvary.
So what are some things you've learned from Coach Gaines?
Just always being a competitor, never give up, and always hustle back on defense, and just always have confidence every time you play.
What's some advice you would give to some young kids that want to play basketball?
Just never give up. Always keep your head up. Never listen to anybody say. And just always work hard, be in the gym, and keep your grades up at all times.
Well, thank you, Devin. Good luck in Jacksonville on Tuesday. I'm Amber Cunningham. Back to you, Zach.
Now for the girls basketball teams, Class 9A reigning champs and local favorite Spruce Creek was eliminated by Sandalwood High School in the regional semifinals. The game was a real nail-biter with a final score of 54-51. With last year's champs out, we're picking either Miami High School or the Oak Ridge girls to make the Class 9A championship game. For the Class 8A playoff, we're giving the inside edge to the St. Thomas Aquinas girls. Meanwhile, for Class 4A, Miami Country Day is still our pick to advance to the state championship game. MCD is also the consensus pick for the top girls team in the state. And if you want to check out Miami Country Day for yourself, watch our Halifax Health Hot Pick of the Week. This week's game is the basketball state semifinal between MCD and the girls from the PK Yonge School in Gainesville. This game takes place on February 27th at 10 a.m. at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland, Florida. The game will also be streamed live by our friends at NFHS, and you can watch at home or on your mobile device by clicking the link below. Remember, if you know of any talented high school athletes doing amazing things in Florida, let us know by nominating them for our Halifax Health Athlete of the Week. You can email us about them or post a link to their game highlights on HS Sports or on our YouTube channel. Also, be sure to subscribe below and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of the local high school sports action. And check the link below for the Daytona Beach News Journal's exciting high school sports coverage. So that's it for this week. Next week, we'll have more basketball playoff results for you, and we'll start our coverage of the 2019 basketball season. Until then, I'm Zach Harshbarger, and thanks for watching Instant Replay, brought to you by Office Depot, Halifax Health, and Seacoast Bank. See you next time.